Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is I, the Fashionista. I'm excited. This is a very happy video. Y'all see I can't stop smiling. I am 29 weeks pregnant, expecting my second baby. As a lot of you know, I do have a son already. He is 9. By the time the baby gets here, Langston will be a little over 9.5. I'm excited nevertheless. I always say, and then when I found out I was pregnant, I think one of my saving graces was I'm in a better financial state, a better mental state, a better emotional state. So I'm ready, right? I'm ready. 9 years since the last one, and I want to tell you right now, it has been completely bonkers. This pregnancy has been a roller coaster, okay? Not only just for me, but for the family. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about my pregnancy. That's it. It's not going to be, hopefully it doesn't be long. It isn't long because I don't like long videos, but I do want to tell people about my experience being pregnant. I do have a condition that interferes, not necessarily interferes, but places me in a different category of women. And so I also wanted to shed light on that because nobody talks about it, and I didn't know anything about it until I got later in the pregnancy, and my doctor started telling me all this stuff that needed to happen. So I was just like, whoa. Even when I went to YouTube and tried to search, there was nothing there. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right. So I am 29 weeks and 3 days today. So well on my way in the last trimester. I wanted to film this video the first trimester and the second trimester, but that didn't happen. During my first trimester, which was kind of crazy, I found that I was pregnant at the 4-week mark. I have known a very long time, and I pray to the next time I get pregnant, if I get pregnant again, not to know so soon. I hated it. It sucks. I'm very impatient. When I was with Langston, I was 8 going on 9 weeks pregnant, and I found out in like half the time this time, and it was not my friend. So during the first trimester, when I say I think I've had almost every pregnancy symptom and known to man. I'm gonna tell you, I was a morning sickness, which we all know is not morning sickness, it's all day sickness. So I did have the morning sickness. I also, what else? Boobs. My boobs were sore. They're still sore, actually. So first trimester, second trimester, they're not as sore now as they were in the beginning, but when I say painful, they felt like rocks. If you've been pregnant and you have that symptom, you know what I'm talking about, because it is hell. Okay, they were sore for the first 6 months or so. I'm just now getting to where I'm okay with touching them and then looking at them. I'm also like big all over. I have gained roughly just about 20 pounds in the whole pregnancy. But when I tell you I'm big all over, my legs are big. I feel like my arms are big. It's just a lot going on weight wise. And so but yes, I ended up losing weight my first month or two, I think. But I also end up catching COVID. So during the first semester, about February, I thought I just came down with the cold, but I ended up losing my sense of taste and sense of smell, and I got tested, and then of course I tested positive. And that was 2 weeks of I can't say pure hell, but it definitely was 2 weeks of I never want to go back there again. This was before the vaccinations. We weren't even going anywhere. I'm not even sure. Langston had been in school for maybe a week, I think, at the time. So what we're thinking is he may have gotten it at school and then brought it home. The lucky part, the grateful thing is he did not get sick. He bounced around the whole entire 2 weeks we were quarantined. I caught it. My sister caught it. We were already just being in the house anyway. So it just so happened to work out that I had just gone back to work. So again, I'm coming out of work, staying at home. And the 2 weeks, I'm tell you right now, the virus makes you tired. And then being in your first month of first trimester of pregnancy is super exhausting. So when I say your girl was sleeping a lot, I slept a lot. I did not eat as much, even though I may have been hungry. But I ended up losing 5 pounds during that first month because I had COVID, or because I was sick. And then I go to the doctor. Everything is good. We see the baby. I had some, I wouldn't say complications early on in the pregnancy, but there were some things that I had not experienced my first pregnancy that I experienced this pregnancy. So heart palpitations, I ended up getting those while I was out sick. I ended up then getting heart palpitations, which was really strange to me. I never had them before. My 31st birthday, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. I had to be taken to the emergency room so they could get the blood pressure down. They prescribed me medication, and I had to get on a routine with the regular doctor. And it has been that way ever since. Palpitations are normal. However, because I do have high blood pressure, the doctor said it was safe. Well, better safe than sound to go get checked out by a cardiologist, which I did. And everything turned out great. Heart is fine. Baby is fine. We are all good. So that's the first trimester. After I end up, you know, getting sick or whatever, I went back to work. Everything seemed normal. The only thing was, it was just extreme exhaustion. I was tired all the time. And then the second thing was just emotional. I'm an emotional person anyway after Langston. I was super emotional after Langston. And so this time it's just a lot of random crying. It's just a lot of, I'm aggravated easily. At this point right now, I'm at odds with both my children, the dog and the boy. Because it just seems like nothing's going right. I'm cooped up in the house because we're, you know, still slick under quarantine. We don't go anywhere because I am pregnant and it's hard for me to move around because it's hot outside. You know, I'm not going nowhere and I'm hot and got to carry around 20 extra pounds. And it's just, I wasn't pregnant in the summer the first time, or by the time I got this pregnant, it was December. And so I feel for women who are pregnant in the summertime. This is hell. It's exhausting. I'm tired. But yeah, I'm all over the place, aren't I? I didn't write it down, and I just wanted to come and I wanted to say my piece. I kind of wanted to leave. So during the second trimester, the exhaustion went away for the most part, but I still like a nap. So I'm still taking naps. I'll take a nap almost every day. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, it's a good thing that we're on summer break, so I've been able to take my naps whenever. But we go back to work in about a week or two, and I'm just not sure how I'm going to fit in a nap when I have all the other stuff going on. But anyway, the indigestion and heartburn kind of went away at the 14-week mark. But by the 20th week, I feel like it had came back. I was miserable, and when it first came back, it was daily. Like I was upset. My stomach was upset daily. Okay, and so I have tried, or the things that I do to relieve heartburn were was Mylanta, Tums, ginger ale, and pickle juice. When I have heartburn and indigestion, I go and I get me some pickle juice and I drink it, and it's like an extinguisher on a fire. It just goes away and I feel so much better. So still to this day, 29 weeks, I'm still going through the upset stomach, indigestion, all that other good stuff, heartburn. If I don't, it doesn't even matter. I can eat one thing today and I can eat it tomorrow, and tomorrow it'll give me heartburn. Or I can eat it today, give me heartburn, and tomorrow I can eat it and it won't give me heartburn. So it really just depends. It's not even the same foods. I can't stay away from one thing. Things that I have craved during the pregnancy: tomatoes. I love some tomatoes. In my first trimester, it was any kind of fast food, McDonald's, Subway, Burger King, Taco Bell. I was eating a lot of fast food in the first trimester, and now I'm good. I went back to cooking here at the house. I don't have a random craving for a double cheeseburger with Big Mac sauce from the McDonald's, or a Whopper Junior that's cold and I'm only eating because I like the taste of the mayonnaise and the tomato and the lettuce together. That's for some reason my combination, okay? You put that on any sandwich, I'm eating it. But yes, my cravings is definitely tomatoes. I love tomatoes anyway normally, but during this pregnancy, if you could throw extra tomatoes on it, give it to me. I'm eating it, okay? The round ligament pains were, whoo. I did not do that the first time, so when I first fell, I just did not know what was going on. I didn't know I was in for this second time around anyway. But the round ligament pain, I had some acne early on in the second trimester. My face is cleared up now. It's kind of back to normal outside of just being big, you know, because you're pregnant. Dehydration and fatigue. I do notice that if I'm not drinking water, then my legs, it's like it's just hard for them to carry me through the day. And so there's that. And then if I'm tired, so I suffer from insomnia anyway. During pregnancy, it did not go away, probably got worse then. And yeah, so if I'm tired because maybe I went to bed at 10 but I woke up at 2 and I stayed up till 5, if I then wake up again at 7 o'clock, my legs are fatigued and it's just very, very hard for me to move myself around. And then I think that's it during the second trimester. It really it hasn't been a hard pregnancy, but I'm not gonna say it's been easy either. Yeah, that's kind of it. And so now we are on to the third trimester, and I have to say I've only been in the third trimester for like a week, 2 weeks. I'm ready, but I've been ready. I'm impatient, so waiting 10 months to see a person is a long time. But yeah, so that's kind of it. I'm excited. Third trimester, I'm gonna tell you one thing that did develop in the second trimester was sciatica on the left side. So left side right here in the back, especially at night when I go to bed and I lay down and I wake up in the night to go use the bathroom, the pain can be excruciating. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm learning to embrace it all though. I went to the doctor a couple weeks ago and the doctor was like, you know, I'm just learning. I just learn to embrace it. The moments are not going to last forever, and I'm learning to embrace all of it, the pain, the everything. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Shop my store at www.azria.com. And yeah, that is kind of it. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I realized I forgot to show y'all what the belly looks like. This is baby at 29 weeks pregnant. And then that is a baby. There are stretch marks. I have stretch marks, oh my god, so many on this side, and then there are some stretch marks on this side. Of course, you know, you're gonna stretch marks here, but I'm just embracing it. When I first seen them, I didn't know what they were, because they just kind of popped out of nowhere, or to me they popped out of nowhere, but I kind of now embrace them, and I know they'll go away, and so it's gonna be all good. That is all. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you guys next time.